We actually know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the depths of the ocean. I was just so impressed being in the middle of this abyss. They're so unexplored. There's not enough research being done. In our last film, we filmed Ben, who is based in Thailand, and what it really opened my mind up to was the deep ocean, because you know, we really think the deep ocean is totally unaffected by climate change because it's so deep. Well, actually, new research is coming out to say that the deep ocean has really been affected badly by climate change, and this is a big, big problem because the surface gives us so much oxygen, but actually the deep parts of the ocean absorbs the CO2. This is really disrupted. This could have massive impact on fish stocks, on climate around the world. We really don't know what's going on with them, and there really needs to be a lot more research done.
The ocean is our biggest climate buffer. It stores over 25% of the excess heat. And because of that potential that it has, and we are increasing the heat and carbon that is actually coming into our environment, this is impacting the actual biochemistry of the water itself, which is now changing some of the ocean currents. This means that a lot of that carbon sort of sequestering that the deep is doing is actually slowing down. And this is going to have some real world impacts as well, because it's these currents in the ocean that drives a majority of the weather systems and our life support system here.
Well, I think people have a wrong idea about the ocean. They see it as dangerous, hostile, full of dangerous creatures, and my personal experience is completely the opposite. I feel very welcome and privileged to be there. So it's always very intriguing, and you never know what you're going to get. So the plan today is to do a 200-meter dive in the famous Blue Hole in Dahab. The Blue Hole is a bit of a memory to me because in 1999 I had been there before. At the time it was 202 meters, which was actually the deepest ocean dive at that moment, which I didn't know. It turned out to be a record later, but that was not the goal of that dive. It definitely has this wow effect because the visibility is so good. It still offers life down there at the bottom. You do see this deep coral, deep begonia fans, and so on, and there's still a little bit of ambient light, which is quite rare to have at these depths, just because of the clarity of the water. Just recording and seeing what if anything has changed, what has happened, if it's all still there. I'm a little bit excited, a little bit nervous, but I have a good feeling and a good team to come back with some positive news, hopefully.
A lot of people associate coral reefs with, the shallow, beautiful coral reefs that we've got, but don't realize that we've got deep water corals. But both are hugely important in habitat building. And if we look at our deep sea, a lot of the deep sea corals have built up massive seamounds, ridges, like massive areas of habitat.
They've been proven to absorb a large amount of CO2, carbon dioxide, which we already have in excess in our atmosphere. And secondly, they catch a lot of the dead organic matter dropping down to the seabed, which I think needs far more attention than they currently have. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean that they're not there. The dive was fantastic, the visibility. There's still giant gorgonia fans and small little creatures are down there. So I don't think all hope is lost. We should keep fighting to preserve this deep.
Time is precious. It's a resource that you can never get back. We're running out of time to find potential answers that might exist.
Just because people can't see, they think it's all okay. But in actual fact, things like climate change are really drastically affecting even the deepest parts of the ocean.
I think the whole picture of plastic-free oceans and global warming, it all starts with the individual from the bottom up. That's the only solution.